And away we go.
And away we go.
5-4 is a normal 3-flag level, so the players will have 15 minutes? That's how that goes, right?
50, that is
15 minutes to play this stage.
Yes, 15 minutes. 15 minutes for 5-minute stages, not 5-minute stages. Sorry, for 5 to 7 minute stages.
This one being a 3-flag, so a little bit less time than you might have if you're playing a 2-flag level with 15 minutes, but.
Indeed, indeed. The 3 flags also makes this interesting because the setup for the first 2 flags leads really well into the 3rd flag, so we'll see how this works out and what the differences are between these 2 players.
The biggest thing with Pumpkin Glooms is you're going to be activating a lot of rules instantly. So a lot of the action goes down in how quickly you can actually get those glooms up. Once they're up, things start going, and recognizing wave 19 and 29 obviously is important. You want to be killing all the zombies on the screen at that point. But your ability to an instant early quick little reset from Aaron just didn't like what that first zombie was doing. I like it.
Oh, whoa.
That is
interesting.
Scary.
Interesting reset from Aaron.
That's a fright. Like to see that coming from the first seed, that is a frightening thing to see. Just like, nope, I already know that's not good enough. I can do better.
Makes a lot of sense. Probably going for a roof cleaner kill if I had to make a guess.
That's what we're farming for, isn't it? Let's lose no sunflowers and get a roof cleaner kill. That'd be sick. Ideally.
We've got Satan with the 5 sunflower strat going for the roof cleaner kill as well here, doing a nice 1-3.
Oh, look at that. Both zombies ignored for no cost. No extra sunflower cost. That's a pretty comfy start for Satan.
Very comfy and can be quite fast if things go the way that she wants them to.
For example, a 3rd zombie row 4. Let's get it. Right now, it's gonna die. I'll look so smart if I'm right when I'm calling it.
Yeah. You sure will. Aaron also going for the 1-3 strategy on roof as well. Letting go of this top zombie here, but also spreading out the sunflowers. And it looks like we've got a mower going off on Satan's end. That'll give her a good amount of manip for the next couple of waves. And that should help out with the bottom row as well. So far, it looks
see the flag indicator on one of those layouts. I was just fixing that real quick. Whoop. Wow, that gloom took quite a nibble on Aaron's screen.
Yep, Aaron with the middle gloom even. Looks like he's not letting go of bottom though, which is kind of interesting given these gloom stages.
I mean, losing a whole 6. Oh, after having placed that squash, do we want to see that Kona just chilling there?
No, you do not.
It's gonna be a rough look.
That is a really bad spawn, actually.
Crazy. Why would he just go there again?
Aaron's yep, and there's the reset.
For those who are entirely new to PvZ speedrunning, if a zombie spawns, or somewhat new, honestly, this might go without you even knowing you've been watching for a little bit. Zombies are programmed to avoid using the same lane frequently. The way it works is the game will check to see where the last zombie spawned and the zombie that spawned before that, and then it will say, I do not want to as much spawn a zombie in those places.
We've got a pretty decently quick first flag out of Satan going into the second flag, but missing 2 lawnmowers. So this will be pretty interesting, especially given the pogos can end a run very quickly here.
Yeah, even though they get to start with roof cleaners, since in this tourney rule set, IL battle rule set, you can have access to as much money as one could realistically have. There's still a chance for death, because once you've used them up, those pogos, they're sneaky. That'd be a terrible way to lose a good fast attempt. But
and
also
on
kind
top
of an
of
epic
that,
way
it
to
looks
lose
like...
it.
Yeah. I do remember some 5-4 deaths, and they are very common. They're more common than you expect them to be.
Yeah, especially since most players, by the time they get to this point, any percent, do not have roof cleaners. So a single guy slipping by is death normally. These players are going to enjoy the comfort of
a lot of ladders on Satan's screen, so those are actually really nice.
This is so
really
comfy.
Nice.
Just like no
this is a
pumpkins
very
in
comfortable.
danger, zombies moving forward and just getting wrecked.
On top of that, the ladder spawns are really fast.
Yeah, the ladder zombie itself has the wave
all.
points of a bucket head, except like very little health, and the gloom shoots right through the ladder, so. Big victories here. This could be an amazing level.
The only thing that could possibly be in danger is that Doom Shroom. Didn't Doom Wave 19, but that is okay. Looking at a second Doom Shroom coming off cooldown here for Satan.
Yeah, the extra Doom Shroom could be helpful if there's a lot of footballs in the third quarter. The third quarter. Third.
Still looking for a nice start out of here for Aaron. Looks like Satan's committing to this attempt while Aaron is resetting for his.
Just having one out the gate can be how you win. If you're playing against a very resetty player, the one thing you have to stick with might just be the worst run ever. Like if they're forced to at the very last minute just play whatever run they have, it could be one that just like kills them with a pogo or something. So just getting one out the gate can be a nice one extra line of defense to not losing to an opponent.
A nice bit of insurance.
That's the word I was looking for. Insurance.
I got you. Commentation. Let's go.
I felt like our brains were connecting for a second there. I was like, if I don't know what this word is, it's between the two of us. Someone's got to know like the perfect word for the situation.
Everyone knows. We've got a football on Satan's screen. She opts to shovel the gloom and squash it. What a play.
That was awesome.
That's more of a survivals play, honestly.
At this point, you know, it's not really about the glooms that are there. It's about the squash activating instantly, right?
It is indeed, yeah.
Not too bad away by the team for not having used the Doom. Definitely
a
not
very
many punishes for the
Doom
missing of
Shroom as well.
Wave 29
a very
and 19.
comfortable Doom Shroom, and also a second Doom Shroom just in case. We're looking at a good time for Aaron as well.
609, I think, when clicking that. What is it called? The thing that they garden with? Watering can.
Yep. Looking like a looks like a 609. So that is a good start for Satan. Quite a good level.
We're seeing her having entered the next level, rebooting the save file editor in order to change the file up. So, I honestly haven't found a way around that in my own gameplay. I had to, like, take a long time to fix my save file after finishing an attempt when it was an 80% level. I don't know if there's a way to avoid that, but I feel that.
It does take a while to reset these saves, but...
I don't know if she happens to be listening to us in any capacity, but it is worth noting that you don't have to close the game all the way to change the save file. You just have to go to a different file.
That is true, yes. You can very easily change the save file just from the main menu. You don't have to, all you have to do is re-click on the file. You don't even have to switch files, in fact. We're looking at a pretty solid time here for Aaron. That gloom getting a little bit munched on by that football, but it looks pretty safe. Ooh.
The top gloom getting punished by a very speedy Conehead, and a pogo coming to just run right through, honestly. Good thing that, oh, he's dead. Just barely didn't use the roof cleaner. Not sure would have wanted that roof cleaner going off, actually, because that would have meant more zombies towards the top, which just has no defenses on it whatsoever.
It also means more zombies get manipulated towards kind of the bottom if you think about it as well.
You're right.
We're looking at letting go this top row as well.
That's exciting for someone who's missing a gloom.
Which is a pretty good play, all things considered, looking at manipulating things more towards the glooms that are active and getting up the fourth gloom now. Another football, unlucky since the squash is not off cooldown this time.
A little extra pogo kill to speed up that wave that was very low in health. That might have actually helped a little bit before the Doom could even explode.
And Satan is now on her second attempt.
This is going to be a very nice 5-4 finish, as long as all three of the ambush zombies don't troll anyway.
Yeah, true. That can happen.
With the amount of popular
very
stream,
quickly
it's pretty
as well.
likely that Aaron was going to be okay, but wow, 539.29.
What a fantastic time out
As
of Aaron
expected of
there.
a survival player and any percent gamer. Really just a whole lot, the whole 9 yards. But that's Pumpkin Glooms, that's Aaron's hometown. This is such a scary stage to play against Aaron.
It was between that and 5-7, so it seems like Aaron has definitely got things locked in at the moment.
What up, Mr. Dave? Check it out, you found my watering can. We could just play. Well,
That is
honestly,
me, not just watering
some 5-5. I could be down. I hope we can see that at some point during this tourney.
5-5 would be a fantastic stage.
I'm being told that what I was advising people to do can lose all your save data, so I will no longer be advising what I just said. I didn't know that was a risk. Then again, I've deleted my own save data a million times.
It is potential.
We were doing a fair bit of looking
there
at
was
5-5
a small bit of text at the top of Aaron's copy of the game as he was booting it up. I'm not sure if that's from in messing around with the seated mod or not.
Should be fine. We'll know if something's off the grid, something's haywire. That was a nice Wave 19 Doom from Satan, by the way.
Good counting.
Caught that one. Already a time save over the last attempt. That's already locked in.
And that looks like a pretty good 3-minute start out of Satan as opposed to the 3:10 that she got earlier.
I feel like I've been not saying the right number a lot today. I need to just say Wave 9. I feel like I might have said Wave 19.
Aaron's time was a 5:29.
5:39.2.
5:39.2, and Satan's time was a 6:09. 0.29.
Yep.
Got it.
I definitely said Wave 19. It's so weird. Like, all you have to do is say Wave 9 when talking about any wave that ends in 9, and you'd be right. But if you say Wave 19, you will be wrong if it's not actually the 19th wave.
That is true. We've got 2 pumpkins on Satan's side getting damaged quite a lot, so we've got some risky business happening. Getting that middle gloom up is super important right now because that
so
more offense is often
that's not
defense.
where you want to ladder when your glooms are owned.
Oh boy.
All right, we're just calling it. We're just calling on that attempt, not the one. The run of
Yep,
destiny does not include ladder right there. I agree.
The reset out of Satan. A natural reset from Satan there. You do not want to be losing glooms here during these stages.
And a quick little reset from Aaron we just saw like about 30 seconds ago. That first one of the first zombies is not cooperating with Aaron where Aaron wanted him.
Really fishing for these resets here.
When you got 539, you want like you want just like a perfect sunflower, no sunflowers lost, you know, just functional roof cleaner situation. Just maximum value and all the zombie kills to come with it.
I wonder, and now Aaron is going for another spread out sunflower strat. It seems like they're doing the spread sunflower strat more and more as the time goes on.
If you can always use a roof cleaner, you're happy. If you put a bunch on one
Definitely
lane, then
is,
you'll
yes.
feel more tempted to not. But roof cleaners save like every single time I look back at roof cleaners, they save more time. Like whenever I feel like I played a good level, it's like 10 seconds better level if I had roof cleaners than I expected.
Roof cleaners do add a lot of time to even just your one level, just the individual level here, 5-4, they can save you quite a lot of time given the mower kill and the manip.
The mower kill, the manip, the flexibility of not having to squash.
And another reset out of Aaron.
Not good enough.
Looking like it's reset fest for him right now.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Satan with a couple of zombies going down her lawn, but she's got it handled.
Go. Yeah, it's relaxed. It's handled.
And looking to get that first gloom up really quickly here.
This first zombie promises to be a little bit annoying, but it could be caught in a later doom. Squashed at some point. Sacrifice 3 sunflowers for roof cleaner. There's a multitudinous of radical options you can pick. For that one guy in Aaron's or in Satan's screen that's cruising on down.
The one downside I would say to Satan's layout right now is the fact that the gloom is actually on the manipped row right now.
At the very least, you could say that it doesn't need a pumpkin.
I'll let runners know whenever there's 1 minute remaining.
Cool. That is coming up. I was not thinking of that. Good co-commentating. This is why we pay Sasquatch the big bucks.
Yeah. Let me know whenever that timer, because I've got Twitch delay.
It is hitting in about... I started this sentence too early. Now.
1 minute remaining to get their final locked in situations here. We've got Satan with what I call a pumpkin pin on the top row, but that is a very quick first flag time.
Yeah,
so we'll see if she keeps this.
Anything significantly sub 3 is something that she'd be happy with. Ooh, a little free roof cleaner kill from that pogo up top could be fun. Ooh,
looking like a little bit spicy. Ooh, yeah, definitely the play was the pumpkin there rather than the doom shroom, for sure.
We're running it back, We got a little bit of time. Satan at this point has time to not even really check the RNG of another level. This really is gonna be the last one.
She's got to lock this in so that she can get this time down.
Because we have about 10 seconds until they will have to lock in their time. So I guess Yeah, oh, you're typing, nice. You got a warning in there for them, awesome.
I've got it.
Lock in and now, basically.
You are locked in. They are now locked into their attempts. Satan did reset right at the end there, so we're looking at a good...
Yeah, I would give this attempt for sure within the time limit. It's not really to the letter, to like the exact like number, degree, you know, when you reset. The important thing is you got one.
We are looking at the final attempts as of now.
Which is such an interesting place to be in from either perspective of a player. A player who has the current leading time and the player who has the second best time is probably thinking completely different things, but also kind of similar. This is the one.
Yep, exactly.
All I can do now is play this one well, whatever happens, and it's a scary place to be when if the spawns are being weird or if you got. All
you can do is play the level to the best of your abilities and hope that the spawns go in your favor.
Mm-hmm.
A lot less. Ooh, another unfortunate cone head for Aaron there.
It's always the doubles.
Looks like he might be looking at a doom shroom here. Oh, he is, and he's lighting it off.
Let it be said, that squash bottom is chilling there. We could let a guy go for free later.
The squash is a prediction squash. We are looking at that later.
He's gonna kill someone so dangerous later. It's gonna be a footballer that's on a pogo and has a mower killing device. It's gonna be insane.
We're looking at another pretty decently quick flag 1 from Aaron here. Probably not as quick as he would be wishing, but this is the final attempt, so he's got no choice.
First two spawns from Satan here are bonkers. Like, you don't want either of the zombies to go middle, and both of them are. So she now has no clue where to put her first clue. Based on these first two spawns.
Usually in this situation, I always default to top, but it definitely is a tough situation. You've got to rely on RNG here.
Yeah, you just gotta pick which feels more lucky in the moment, you know?
Pick your poison. Choose
Honestly,
your
we're
fates.
just going for squash and the guy who shows up. Let's get someone a little bit less scary and fast and full of cone on his head, you know? Alright, that guy is scary and fast and full of cone on his head.
It looks as if that Aaron is letting go of the bottom row here. Looking to let go of this mower and possibly get some helpful manip, or...
That prediction squash that was placed a long time ago did perfectly stall this attack, so that it lasts a little bit longer. This mower should be on pace to go off during maybe even wave 19. Perhaps it could kill the bonus footballer?
That would be crazy. We've got Satan struggling a little bit here with the cone head. Definitely the squash would be the play there. And now using the doom shroom a bit early, it seems.
Yeah, these spawns have been exactly where Satan was not wanting them to be a couple times in a row, so we had to let go of three-ish zombies. But luckily that gloom had not been quite placed yet, so that switching to a squash there was good pivoting from Satan. That pogo was a menace. And look at this wave 9.
That wave 9 was quite fortunate. Oh.
Full of normals, but where's the money? I was talking about Satan.
The sun is not there for the coffee bean. It looks like she's gonna have to be waiting a little bit longer than she wants to be.
Meanwhile,
on top
Aaron's
of that,
Aaron's kind of full of ladders, much like one of Satan's earlier attempts.
Aaron is looking at an attempt that's promising right now, and looking like he's going to be going for that fourth gloom very soon.
Hey,
yep, there it is.
Incredible.
The diamond drop from the not any percent.
Now we will not have to worry as much about having not a diamond during this IL battle. We can say we've seen it.
We won't have to worry about money pace. Money pace is locked in. We've got it going. Another
locked in. These players are locked
Aaron.
in more ways than one.
We've got a mower going off for Satan and a couple of footballs for Aaron. It looks like he doesn't have squash off cooldown here. And keeping the footballer there because of the ladder, making sure that all three glooms are wrecking that football.
That doom ended up being very fortunate. The only zombie that was not caught in it was a normal. Its position was not ideal, but it worked out.
And that is unfortunately not faster for Aaron, but it's seemingly fast enough.
There is an
final time is 5:39:29.
How was that cone head? How was that ambush cone caught? He wasn't.
That was so close. That ambush zombie was so close to not being in that doom shroom. It was probably a couple of pixels if I had to take a guess.
He had the squash ready, so it's gonna be like pretty okay either way. But like, I feel like I've been scammed by a similar looking situation before.
It's the doom hitbox is certainly an enigma. we've got a bit of a situation here on Satan's screen where we've got a football, but we've got a crater behind it, so no squash can take place. And it was wave 19, so it was the bonus. She dooms it.
Nice that the doom was available for that situation, though. Plus, the football warning of the wave 19, since most players who aren't too familiar with wave points are still usually pretty aware that if you get just the football, that's wave 19.
We've got a couple of guys going, but the
There is
bottom mower seems to be
continuously
gone.
a scary guy on the lane without a roof cleaner again and,
And
again
there
and
is
again.
another footballer going for that, going for that row.
All right,
and
a
you cannot progress
tasteful
this wave.
dismissal of that football situation altogether from Satan.
And there's
Love
the
to see it.
reset. We've got the win from Aaron.
That'll be 1 point for Aaron. Let me add that in real quick.
The incredible plays from Aaron and the pretty good plays from Satan as well. We're looking at 5-4. It's definitely not an easy level. Try it for yourself at home.
Oh yeah, that's your first Pumpkin Gloom stage. You might find that you really, really don't want to put your glooms in column 9 because they get eaten constantly. It's kind of terrifying.
Well, I will say that 5-4 is significantly easier than 5-9 doing pumpkin glooms.
That's true. All right.
Flashbacks.
I'm gonna grab the second list of stages for these players.
All right, here we go.
Real quick here.
Some very interesting levels here as well. Some vase breaker, a couple more puzzle stages, and 3 more any % stages. 1, 3, and 2, 1 being the 1 flag shorter stages, and 4, 9 looking at a 2 flag fog stage. Aaron's banning 2-1 with the 2-1 ban.
2-1 ban. No newspapers for Aaron. That is the newspaper stage after all.
We did already have 2-1 in your match, I believe.
That's true. Aaron was banning the one we already saw so we could have more greater variety of content.
More content.
That's awesome.
Aaron's looking out for you.
We're
looking at a 4-9.
That
is 4-9
actually
pick. That is quite an
really
interesting
good
pick.
I
I like
that
that pick, yeah.
I
Aaron
look
just
at
doesn't like
Vase
2-1.
Breaker and Scary Potter and I think, well, Aaron's a 100%, ex-100% world record holder, and like, you know, 1-3, who wants to play 1-3?
We are ready. All right, we'll give them a countdown and they'll be off to the races. 3, 2, 1, go.
Go.
And they're off.
They're like a bunch of horses, you know? Sorry,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
didn't do the horse race theme very well. Someone probably gets the spirit behind that impression. Speaking of no newspaper zombies, that game was paused for a second there. Watch out.
Uh-oh.
You do not want to see that guy when you're in the middle of a run. That means you paused the game.
And we've got a reset out of Satan because her timer didn't start, but that's okay. She's getting right back into it.
And for all we know, the preview might have been bad too. I didn't look at the preview, but it might have been terrible.
We've got a 1-cone preview from Satan, so this could lead to some very good things.
That could be exciting. I mean, you want no cones in the first half, and you want no cones in the second half, so 1 cone is nice to see.
1 cone's a pretty amazing preview on this level.
Oh yeah, so the gist of this level's experience, by the way, will be your average fog level. You know, you're setting up puffs, you're hoping you're not getting a lot of cones in the early game. And the second half, the thing you want is basically every kind of gimmicky zombie the stage can throw at you. Well, pogos, buckets, and balloons are all faster to get than, like, not getting them. As long as you can afford blowers and magnets.
Any amount of cone heads here is bad unless you get a cone head paired with something else that you can use the magnet on or the blower. Because
Exactly,
as I say, cone heads are the slowest thing in the game.
They do appear to be, on average, exactly what you don't want in most situations. Like,
There are
if you
occasions
really
where you
add up
want
everything
them.
that's happened throughout the entire run.
Yeah, true.
Feels like the case.
Looking at some good sun econ. I can't really see what's going on because of the fog, but looks like these first flags are going decently well so far.
Yes, I have to turn on my listening ears, at least on Aaron's side of the screen, that is the audio we're hearing during this match, to figure out what's going on in the early game. This is the first fog level we've seen in the tournament, actually, and I'm enjoying the humor. of trying to commentate over fog of all things. There's something kind of humorous.
Yeah, this
about
is
the fact that we
this is
can't
kind of
quite
interesting.
See what's going on
we
yet.
can see there are 2 cone heads, both top on their top rows, because we can see the little cone sticking up from above the fog.
Yeah, for those who haven't speedrun this game,
what's going on.
The key to fog is to use the information that's given to you. Sometimes there are cracks in the fog, sometimes zombies spawn top, and those are your rare cases where you can see what's going on. The rest is audio cues.
Indeed, the audio cues are very important. You've got to turn on your listening ears for this one.
Luckily, once they both enter wave 10, they should be using their blowovers pretty soon, so we'll get to see once that starts. It's only the early game that's like this. I hear a pogo on Aaron's screen. That's great RNG for this about this point level. You got your scaries up. You got your the visible bucket on Aaron's screen. That's nice.
Wow, and the instant information as well is very rewarding for that magnet there. And
Absolutely.
even possibly if that magnet lives because of that mower manip, we could see that magnet getting reused.
That's actually just everything really coming together, isn't it? Although mower manip is usually something that I kind of love and hate on fog levels. I mean, we don't really have splash damage, so more zombies being on the same lane is not really a good thing, but it's early enough in the level that shouldn't punish too hard.
We are hoping.
That was like the lastest
from both of the runners. We can now see what's going on. The Doom Shroom right out of the gate from Aaron. No magnet required.
I mean, yeah,
and that magnet is getting reused.
Hey, look at these buckets. It's just pogos and buckets over here on Aaron's screen.
This is exactly what you want to be seeing on this kind of flag and on this kind of fog stage.
This is it. This is what I was talking about. The gimmicky zombies all in a row like this. This wave 19's definitely its weakest link on Aaron's screen here is going to be the cone head.
We've got some body blocking up top and some body blocking in row 2 and a cone head up top.
But having a bucket in, or not a bucket, a pogo in wave 19 is a pretty good look though. Like, that guy does not have a lot of health. He's gonna die.
And that is looking very good for Aaron. This is a fantastic stage.
59.79 from Aaron.
359.79.
Not bad.
That's a very nice time, especially sub 4. Getting sub 4 there is quite nice.
You can barely sub 4 fog stages when you're talking like any percent split timing. IL timing is a little bit better than that, but anything 4OX obviously is great. So sub 4, you love.
And we're looking at coming up on Satan's first attempt here as well.
Oh yeah, this one's finishing off.
Ending us off with a pretty good time out of both players.
422.37.
422.37.
Both players finishing up the attempts. They have to go through the save file editing shenanigans in order to get back to the stage they need to play. At times like this, I kind of think the community should gather together and just pool some money to like commission like a practice mod, you know? Just a mod that lets you just quickly between levels instantly, so we don't have to restart our game and stuff whenever we want to switch levels. I don't know if it's possible, but if it is, man, the community would adore that.
That would be absolutely amazing. We've got Aaron already in the middle of another attempt here, going into the first flag, and Satan just starting her second as well. Oh, never mind. That's a 2-cone preview on Satan's screen. The cone down on the bottom is hiding.
Was he hiding? Stealth cone.
He was hiding in the fog.
Trying to trick us, huh?
I don't know if Satan saw that, actually. That could be a factor as to how she plays here.
It's hard to say what my standard would be if I were playing this stage. Are 1 cones pretty common? Like, I feel like since there's a lot of different zombie types, 1 cones could be pretty common, but man, I'd hate to just sit there resetting for preview.
Yeah, that is true. Resetting for preview is definitely not always something you want to be doing.
Because you never really know how the
stage
is going to unfold. You might see a 2-cone preview and think, that's some cones, but what if they all just like show up on like wave like 14 through 18 or something, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
It's not likely, but I don't know. I just like playing the stages. I don't think I've reset to preview once so far. This
not resetting the previews for sure. That's definitely, every stage can go a certain way, and if the stage goes well, it'll go well. But if it can still go bad even with a good preview. So you've got to be careful definitely resetting for previews there.
This would have been my first stage where I reset to previews if I had to pick one though. This
Oh
is
yeah,
really
this stage,
all about the pogos.
It's
buckets,
very
and
important,
balloons.
especially without the lack of vision. You've got to be confident that you know what you're doing and confident you know where the zombies are. We've got a pretty quick start out of Aaron here, going into the second flag, and we'll see what happens next.
Yeah, the fact that you can't see in the early game is another reason why less cones is good. Like, if a preview promises less cones, that means less likely that you'll get trolled by a bad cone in the water in the early game that you don't know about.
A couple of early balloons for Aaron, which are really nice because it's basically an instant kill for those with the blower.
Balloons into bucket, and another bucket. It's a good thing he can afford all this, although he's just about running low on money now. He's got one more 100 in him. Good thing, too, because there's a balloon.
Running out of sun is a problem on this stage if you don't set up enough sun econ. And even if you do set up enough sun econ, sometimes it's still dicey.
This magnet's got this right. Yeah.
And the magnet reuse again from Aaron.
Ooh, a pogo. That guy, you know he ain't jumping.
Oh, another. Yep, that
stole his
magnet's
hobby.
got that pogo on lock. This is 10 minutes for the stage, right? Or 15 minutes?
Oh yeah, this one's 10 minutes. 10-minute stage. Oh, I forgot to say that before we started. Two flag fogs are definitely getting into the shorter territory.
I will prepare the 1 minute left message once they are ready to reset. Once they are ready to. We got the reset out of Aaron. Interesting. Figured that his attempt would not be faster than the current one he has, so he decided to reset that final wave and look for another one.
Yeah, with things not going perfectly in the early game and competing against a sub 4. Definitely at a certain point it had to be cut off, but it was going well enough for a bit that I could see why he was holding on to it. Like, I liked those buckets and balloons that were happening for a bit, but...
Another pretty decent, another pretty nice preview for Aaron, I would say. Another one cone preview, so we're looking at some
Big
promising
exciting.
things.
One cone, 6 normal, too.
I will send that 1 minute left message, by the way.
Ah, yes. I feel bad for not declaring
Got
the
Aaron
time limit on
holding
this
on to-
one, but then again...
We've got Aaron holding on to not
The fog
Aaron.
level.
We've got Satan holding on to another clip. I cannot get these names right.
I started the
another
trend
attempt
too.
for
I
me.
was like the first one to do it today, so I set you up for failure with that one.
Satan holding on to another attempt here. We're going into the final wave as well, but it doesn't seem to be faster. We'll see what happens as she finishes off this stage. It could be very,
Nice little
could very well
doom
be
for the
faster.
fans. You never know. All the zombies could have just been right there.
That is true. She does reset just to save a couple of seconds there, and now both runners should be locked in.
This is it. You are locked in. This attempt at Satan's turn right now will be your last, and the one Aaron's on is simply the one. It's been all right. I've heard a lot of not cone noises in my ears, I think. This attempt
At
that
least from
stuck
Aaron's
on.
side. We've got a 2-cone preview from Satan, so definitely not what you want to be seeing, but this is the last attempt, so she's got to make it work.
2 cone can work. It's okay. I'm visualizing them. They're all really late in the level, and it doesn't matter as much. The early game's gonna be slick.
see
There's gonna be
them.
just
I
enough
foresee them.
buckets and balloons in between those cone heads. It's gonna
Just
work
enough
out.
to get those rules.
Yeah. Yeah, Aaron has been kind of flying through this level. I feel like didn't he just start that like 2 seconds ago? Yeah, a little 2-1x entry.
True.
It's not bad for not seeing.
Yeah,
With the wave 9
gotta-
cone in the pool.
that is true. Yes, the wave 9 cone in the pool is probably the last thing you want to see, especially given that the pool is usually the least defended area.
Yeah. You are not really going to be placing lily pad puffs too often in any percent context.
There is a bucket head in row 2. I don't know if Aaron saw that though, through the fog. Oh, he dooms it anyway, so decides to doom shroom it, so it doesn't matter. And we continue on.
I love the sun shroom placement that I keep seeing on Satan's screen there at the beginning. You love that. You kind of pick up the anti-miner placement and like, you know, the 4-8
Yeah.
pogo scary placement. It's just kind of like, it ends up being what you do on every fog stage. Good old reliable muscle memory.
All reliable, definitely coming in clutch here. And we've got still some things happen, definitely some things happening. I can't really see because of the fog, but there are things happening on their screens.
Let me tell you, there's a cone top right on Aaron's screen. You got no one up top on Satan's screen. Let it be said.
We got someone. We got someone
cone
down bottom. There is a cone down bottom. She does seem to recognize that, so she's onto it now.
That's huge.
We've got a blowover from Aaron, so now
Mission
we can
acquired.
see.
Let's go. Took a moment for a balloon to show up again.
Yeah, I was about to say it was. We were sitting in fog for a little bit there.
That was a nice wave 19. That was wave 19. Oh, I'm full of tricks. Oh, but what actually was wave 19 was also nice. Bucket and balloon for Aaron.
Oh, bucket balloon for Aaron. That is quite nice.
That's beautiful. The normal zombie was the biggest problem.
Oh, yeah. Just barely being a little bit too late for that balloon. This will not be faster than Aaron's current time, but this is still quite a good attempt. We've got a sub 4 from Aaron. That is the time that is locked in.
Sub 420, nice work. And we're also watching Satan's last attempt, which might end up being a PB. Very winnable, especially with this little pogo mower situation going on bottom left that just creeped out of the fog here. Hope he kills something.
Just so happened to start happening as we were talking about it. All eyes on Satan right now. We're actually looking at seeing what's next for this level, and whether or not she decides to take what she's got or continue committing to this attempt.
I think there's a very good chance of a PB. So if she's playing for PB, dope. This one's gone pretty well so far too. I saw a well-timed Doom and an interesting pogo, so the RNG definitely hasn't been terrible. I can see this being a PB. Either way, that will be a point for Aaron though, who was able to lock in a sub 4 time.
Indeed it is.
Incredible work.
Yeah, the rest of the level for Satan unfortunately will be taking too long for her to get through, so Aaron does win this match, does win this round, so we'll be seeing what the third and final round has in store. Match points for Aaron.
I know what I'm doing. Don't look at the scores too closely while I was messing things up there.
Professional streamer.
Yep. If you saw, if you saw zeros and ones and zeros happening, you didn't. That's all I have to say about that.
Started speaking in binary there.
The robots will understand this message.
I've got an ad on Satan's stream, unfortunately, so I can't really see what's going on.
Let's go. Thank goodness I did the clutch move of subbing to the 2 different players before starting. Because once again, I could not figure out VLC media player. I'm struggling. I thought I had it working.
Definitely a weird software to learn.
GG. Good round. Not quite good game yet. Time for a new stage list.
The final stage list of this match, of this round.
This stage list is pretty aesthetically pleasing. It's a minigame nope, not true. Yes, true. Okay. It's a minigame sandwich.
A minigame sandwich. That looks pretty interesting. Begooled Twist, 3, 9, 4, 5, 2, 2, and Walnut Bowling are the options here. That is a very nice level, a nice selection of levels here. We've got 4, 5, which is basically a puzzle stage. 2, 2 with that 2 flag any percent stage, and 3, 9 with the absolute incredible 3 flag pool stage.
That's actually a perfect sandwich. Then it's got a little puzzle in the middle. I didn't even notice that at first. I did not read 4-5 as a puzzle level. That's awesome.
And we've got 2, 2, the pick from Satan.
All right.
An interesting pick.
I'm a big fan of 2-2 actually. There is 2-2 a lot you can do to go faster on that stage.
There is definitely some stuff happening in 2-2, yeah.
But it's also got a good mix of that night situation where you definitely want to see a little bit less cones in the early game. And bucket ends can both be a bad spawn or a good spawn depending on your graves as well. So.
Yep, graves are definitely another factor here. We'll be seeing if anyone resets for grave layouts as well. All right, we've got a ready from Satan, so we're just waiting on Aaron to ready. And there's the ready from Aaron.
There he goes.
All right. In any case, this is a 10-minute level as well. Another 10-minute stage.
Yeah, 2 flag, 10 minutes. Night
Here
stage.
we go. 10 minutes.
Good question. Exactly what we were thinking.
Exactly. We're on the same. We're all on the same wavelength here.
These PvZ speedrunners, it's like they have like one conglomerate brain.
It's a hive mind.
Yeah, it's all stored in the soil.
In the noggin.
Yeah.
That in the soil of the plants that we plant down.
Yeah, like a hive mind, but like hive was the word plant and mind was the word brain. And
since they have both readied, I will get the countdown
I'm
going.
glad this match is starting. I did not want to finish that sentence. It wasn't going anywhere fast.
It wasn't. Yeah, definitely. 3, 2, 1, go. We've got the runners off to the races again.
Sorry, my was me forgetting my one job when the go happens. It's okay. It was a little. Don't worry about it.
We're good. Both runners starting off to the races now, and we've got both gruns going on. And Dave texted at the beginning of this level as well.
Double 3-cone preview from both players.
Ooh,
interesting Graves.
stack.
Honestly workable. I don't know if I would reset for Graves looking at either of these. Would you?
No, I don't think so. No, maybe Aaron, or not Aaron, maybe Satan. I keep looking at this. I've got my layout all messed up, dude.
You can do it.
Maybe Satan's layout I would reset for, but we've got the pea shooter from Aaron, the pea shooter strat from Aaron instead of the repeater. Opting for the pea shooter here is actually quite an interesting strat, something that Aaron's been experimenting with a little bit on his own time.
I feel like, oh wow, that is pea shooter. Look at that. I just thought I was looking at 2-1 for a second here. Honestly, I'm glad that one of them has already reset, because the 3-cone preview, not my favorite. This one's much improved. Look at those normals and cones. And
already a reset out of Satan, and there we go. That better preview. We are looking at some quite decent things going down here. Aaron definitely committing to this attempt in the first flag, at least here.
On that earlier topic about Graves, I gotta say, I feel like I'd actually be more likely to reset Aaron's layout. Because it's kind of hard to use a late mower on this stage, so you'd always have the one straggling grave away from your cherry.
Oh, that is true as well.
Meanwhile, Satan's layout, well, it does have the 2 wide. If you just bank on no buckets ever going.
Oh, and we've got a reset out of Aaron as well.
If no buckets ever went on that 2 wide, that'd be fine. And
could
sometimes
also
you'll have
do
the
the,
cherry if the bucket goes there, so.
That is true as well.
I
You could
feel like I
also
would
do the
reset-
move
I would reset
strategy of
Aaron's
planting
wave layout.
5 repeaters in that 2 wide row.
You can do that too. Moose strat.
We're already looking at 2 minutes in, and we're looking at some.
Oh, I
looking
missed
at
that.
some,
The sunflower was placed first on Satan's screen. That's why.
Another
one
reset
of those
from
resets
Satan
happened.
here. Okay, we've got some heavy resetting going on right now.
What happens if neither runner completes a run? I haven't thought about it too hard. I want to say number 1, very unlikely, because they are aware when they're locked in. So they should know that the other player also hasn't finished a run. So like someone's probably finishing a run when they're locked in.
Satan's 1-cone preview at least looking pretty nice here.
But in a crazy situation where both players have not finished a run, we could allow another run of the same level. We could do another level. Honestly, I don't know. I just hadn't thought about the situation.
Yeah, probably like a sudden death round of another stage or something like that.
Maybe that could be fun. Honestly, more stages sounds like fun, so I feel like that's the one I'd pick.
Yeah. And
but
we've got
there's no really good reason why both players. Oh, actually, okay. I just thought of a really good reason. They both die, like a
both
pogo
die? Oh yeah, that's
5-4.
true. Yeah.
That's a good reason to not finish.
That's definitely a good reason. Yeah.
Very rare situation though, but good question. Oh, they have to play 1-1 to tie to break the tie. That's actually a great idea. I will not be using it.
Sudden death on a randomly picked stage? Yeah, no more picks, just
You
a
just get
complete
whatever stage
and
you
utter,
get.
you just randomize the stage.
Maybe. We'll burn that bridge when we get to it. I don't think it'll happen, personally. That's my bet.
Night Terror giving me PTSD in the chat from our match a couple days ago. Talking about the Portal combat. I don't...
That was
I have no
absurd.
words.
I've played a lot of Portal combats in my time. I haven't seen a lot of like guaranteed like balloon death situations. As many as I saw in that one tournament match.
There were several going on. All right, we've got the Chomper out for Aaron here. The early Chomper, looking at this wave 9 here, which is actually went pretty well. We've got a good 226 exit out of this first flag for Aaron. which is quite nice. And don't forget though, Satan has that that 1 cone preview, so she's looking at some pretty nifty last couple of waves here on her first flag as well. Definitely close match here.
Man,
and that mower does get value.
Stage.
That mower does get value.
The moment I saw that pea shooter placed, that mower kill, awesome. Holy, I just saw it. Out of the corner of my eye.
Yup. Yes. And ooh, we've got a cherry as well coming out of Satan here. And a similar time from Satan.
That's awesome. That's all in the mower too. That mower was gorgeous. That was beautiful.
A 227 from Satan. It's actually quite close here.
Very well done there, Satan. But anyway, that's why we have 2 commentators, by the way. The fact that you saw something while I was looking at the other person's screen. You gathered my eyes towards the mower kill. That was awesome.
We've got a couple of things, a couple more things going on here. We got some unfortunate spawns for Aaron here. The cone going into the grave row, but it shouldn't be too big of a deal here. Ooh, we've got another cone behind it. That's definitely a cherry bomb.
I like what I'm seeing. Aaron is letting a late mower go on the 2nd row.
We are seeing the late mower. Here we go.
Which is exactly where he needs it, because he has 4 graves in 4 different rows. So something to kill like the final dudes.
Something to deal with that final wave there, definitely. Or wave 9 if need be.
Looking like it's on pace. This is wave 9 here, which is a pretty good one, actually. Newspaper, bucket, and normal.
Yes, Jornker. Yes, Jornker. A late mower can profit, and it can be very profitable at that.
These guys need to be going, but they're so slow. Both of them.
They are quite slow. That's crazy. Waiting for the chomp on that guy, waiting for that shovel on that sunshroom just to get that zombie speed randomized again to see if we can get a little bit of a faster one. This looks like a very nice final wave though, coming into this final wave, getting that final kill, and that is a 429 out of Aaron. What a good ending.
Yeah, late mowers in that stage can be pretty nice actually, especially since you're oftentimes waiting on just like something being shot at by your repeaters. I mean, Aaron had pea shooters, so even less damage on all like these straggling lanes.
A bit of unfortunate luck on Satan's screen with the bad bucket head there. And a cone behind it. That's crazy. Wow. Ooh, Satan kind of got screwed over by RNG here a little bit. That's really bad. Looking at a big time loss there. What was Aaron's decimal time?
I forgot the decimal, but I got a 429 here.
We've got moo repeater strats going on right now.
That's what I was saying earlier. I don't know when this became a moo thing to have just a buttload of repeaters on one lane, but I like it. 448 is what 48. What a cool set of numbers from Satan.
Yep, a 448.48 is a pretty good time. I will put that in the chat.
Yeah, I know how to type a period.
448.48. Definitely looking at the and a reset from Aaron here just to get those last couple of attempts in because of the bad zombie spawn in the middle row. We're looking at a possible full game reset from Satan to get that grave layout fixed up, and possibly some.
Oh wow! After getting owned by that wave 18 through 19 with the 2 double wide grave layout, not having it.
That left a bit of a sour taste in her mouth, so she's going to reset for this.
Saw the consequences. Let's hope we get a much better grave layout now. About the same situation. There is a 2 wide.
There is still a 2 wide, so
a worthy gambit though. I still respect it.
She does still have time to reset again if she does want to, but that would take up a lot of time. So taking some of these attempts is most likely the right play here. We're looking at some pretty decent starts here as well. Yeah, well, Satan's attempt hasn't really started yet, but Aaron's attempt is going decent so far.
I'm hearing that was actually a 447 from Satan before the timer actually stopped, so slightly better time than a 448. That did seem true, actually. I think I was just too excited about the fact that it was a 448 on the timer for me to tell the truth.
Definitely.
Got distracted by the cool numbers.
Nobody was ready for that. No one's ready for that.
No, you see something like that, your whole brain starts melting. You just want to talk about it.
We've got a top cone head here for Aaron, which is definitely getting some good value here. We've got another cone head on Satan's screen, looking a bit like a cone heavy stage here.
Oh, they have 1 minute left, by the way. I'll just say 30 seconds left.
All right, sounds good.
So not quite the 1 minute warning, but just so you know, right now.
Yeah. Right now, you can reset. Resetting is an option still.
I'll just mention that lock-in should probably be imminent.
Aaron does take that reset. You are
8, 9, locked in.
You are locked in.
All right, Sam's going for one more, just in time, honestly.
I can also spell.
Look at us. It's in the race chat. The audience doesn't know about it when we're not able to spell.
Thank goodness, thank goodness.
Only the double dippers of audience members and also tournament participants. But those people don't get rights, I think. I mean, like what? You're not special.
And yes,
just you're in this Discord.
just to clarify in the chat, they are doing IL grab timing, which means that they are starting on the first frame that the level appears, and they are ending the first frame that they pick up the seed packet at the end. So that is the timing. Obviously, there's some human variance there, but
if it gets really close, then we'll.
If it gets that close, we will do retimes.
Yeah, that's where it gets a little bit complicated. But as long as it's not that close, we can trust the human fingers to split maybe. And also, we commenters will often be looking at the time that was actually clicked too, so we can correct where needed.
Guest, the add 6 seconds is for auto split timing. You don't, the auto splitter goes off of usual grab timing.
Yeah, we're just pretending that every level here is like the same thing you do when you go to like open up like a mini game and do an IL of it. Like you just open it up and the time starts when you restart the level, and then it ends when you click the bag. Adventure obviously has like some different timing stuff that comes from the fact that like there's a lot of things that happen in between the levels that matter
though
to
I do
players who
think
are
yeah. So if you are looking to retime these into auto splitter time, then yes, you would add the 6 seconds.
Oh yes, that's true. That's true. But for the sake of this tournament, we're just using the time that the timer will include.
The transition between seat selects is 6 seconds. Yes, we've got a fast first flag from Aaron here. Definitely faster than his first attempt. So we'll be looking if he commits to that. And a very fast first flag from Satan, a 2:17 if I caught that correctly.
That's awesome.
That is looking very close.
Normal
again,
town, maybe. A great first repeater. I love to do the first repeater on like wave 10. I feel like it's a nice way to get some damage in and then have you know, a slowish start or a slowish wave, but then you have like just enough for a cherry bomb and chomper like right after. So
yeah, that's definitely looking at these looking for these repeaters is definitely a big investment that you've got to be able to make, as well as making sure that you remember to get that cherry bomb off and those chompers. Newspaper flag there, or newspaper wave there from Satan. And we've got a cone up top, ripe for a chomper. And another chomper from Aaron as well.
Satan is doing something that I wish I had the courage to do, honestly, which is just have way more than the 4 columns of sunflowers and sunshrooms. Something inside of me just like the symmetry, I don't know.
Satan rather.
Or Satan, yeah, Satan. Yeah.
Satan going for the extra sunflowers there.
Something inside of me just stops once I hit the pattern that I've always known, but like, you can always use more sun when you have repeaters and chompers.
A bit of a late cherry bomb for Satan there, but I think it might be okay. That was a bit of a late time to use that cherry bomb.
You don't have to have an amazing final wave where like you have to use a cherry bomb instantly. But an IL setting, that might be the difference.
Indeed, it might.
But I didn't see when it was, so I'm 426.
We've got a 426 from Aaron. That was a fantastic final wave, stalling that cone head there.
Very nice.
For a final time there of 426.91.
All right, this cherry bomb is looking on time. Huge news.
Just under 427, which is quite nice. And it looks as if that we've got Satan coming into the final wave here as well, looking like a PB potentially.
Excellent chopper timing, waiting for the last conehead to the one who was almost killed to just get out of its way.
There are a lot of dudes down bottom though. A lot of guys bottom. They're losing a lot of time.
And 448.
Another 448 it seems.
The last one was a 447, I'm told. So, but
okay.
yeah, another one on the timer. Very consistent gameplay.
Another consistent time for Satan. But that will be the third win for Aaron, which means that this match goes to Aaron, the winner. And the winner is definitely Aaron in this case.
Every single day, if I'm waking up and my name's Aaron, the winner, I would feel such an incredible pressure to perform. But today is one of those days where that turned out okay.